one of the reasons that the Plaza is cool is we don't just show movies. We have events with the movies. You know, it's like an experience. You're not just sitting there like with just a screen. When we said we were going to show Wizard of Oz, we knew we were going to have some kind of interactive element, but never in our wildest dreams did we think John Waterhouse could arrange to have an original, a living Munchkin here.
Now I'll tell you something about the bad witch. Poor Miss Anderson, she's really a nice lady, and before she ever got the job as a bad witch, she was actually a school teacher for kindergarten children, and she loved the children and they loved her. But then, when she got the job as a bad witch, she told the director, "I've got a problem now." And he says, "What's your problem?" She says, "I've got a 4-year-old son. I don't want him to see his mother as a bad witch. He'll run away from home as sure as anything." The director says, "I've got just the cure for that. Don't let him see the picture until he's at least 30 or 35 years old."
John Waterhouse, who is involved in the Spook Show and contributes a lot to this place. He puts on events and he knows a ton of people. He somehow knew somebody who knew Carl Slover, I don't know, so he worked it out, got a sponsor, and we're able to bring him here, which is real exciting. People loved meeting him and hearing his stories, and you know, he sang. We're off to see the wizard from the stage that night. It was really cool.
It was magic for a lot of people. I mean, just tears, you know, because all these little kids here, I mean, they're going to remember that for the rest of their lives, you know, coming in and there's an actual Munchkin. You know, there's Glinda, you know, Barb's dressed as Glinda, looks perfect. There's everything, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, even Toto, you know, Dorothy. There was evil monkeys, flying monkeys, and you know, I mean, there was every character from the film walking around, and you could interact with them. Kids were freaking out. It was great. But you know, that's what we do, is have it something else, some show element to the movie. And you know, I knew we were going to show Wizard of Oz, and obviously that's probably the biggest movie other than Gone with the Wind that came out the year that this theater opened, which is pretty cool because it's like the best year in film ever. What a great way to build off of make a movie theater.
My name's Trish Chenard. I work here. I perform here. I love this place. I don't know what I would do without the Plaza Theater. And so here we have this place where people come together, they have good times, they laugh together, they cry together, and that's what live cinema is all about, to see it together in a big room with a bunch of seats and popcorn. And it's just something you can't really do without these days with downloading movies in your living room. I mean, people don't get out and say hey to each other anymore. That's why the Plaza is important to me. I mean, I perform here with the Silver Scream Spook Show, Blast Off Burlesque, and you know, we started 3 years ago, and it's been something that more and more children come and see, and I'm really thankful that the Plaza is here to facilitate such warping of young minds in such a good way. The Plaza freaking rules, man. That's all I gotta say. They got big heart. Word.